You're having a pretty cool year. You were at TIFF.
Yes, I was at TIFF, yeah.
Avec les Patins.
With the latest short film, and it's still going on. It's happening. It's going around, and it was really nice to be back at TIFF actually, because it's at home in Canada, but it's also a place where I watched a lot of films before, and they are following me also since the first one. Mokhtar was there. Mokhtar is a film that I shot here in Morocco.
Right now, Moroccan cinema is really interesting. There's some great, young, talented voices. How do you place yourself or posit yourself within this larger fabric?
I think there are new voices, new generation every time, and I think it's very good that those new generations can be heard and speak, because we are talking about Morocco today.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not afraid of using genre in cinema to talk about it, and we're not, just making social cinema. And I think it's important to do so, because it's richer this way. So I'm just one more voice, and I'm adding my voice to the other voices, and I'm hoping it can resonate far and wide. And hopefully, this modernity of the cinema, of the Moroccan cinema today, and also the diverse genre that we're witnessing, it's just for the best. It's a very rich quality, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm really happy to bring my vision to this multiple visions that are so rich. It's incredible, and I'm very proud.
So we're at the Atlas workshop at the 2023 Marrakech International Film Festival. Your film was selected as one of the films in development, and there was a vast number of entries. So I want to say just congratulations on being a project that advanced to the stages. What is it about the DNA of your project that you feel is accrocheur, or like hooked in the people that wanted to receive you? What's the...
Alors, I think the project is...
It's called Camel Driving School,
Camel
and I love the title.
The title is ancient. It was my first flash. It came with the title. For me, a title is a door to a project, a door to a film. It's very important, and it just came. It came very early, and it's a project that has a lot of energy, a lot of it's fun, and it's colorful. And it talks about women in this very fun and light way, but it's also a very serious subject matter. And for me, the comedy is a very nice way to go and talk about subject that is not necessarily easy, or that would feel a bit like a lecture if you make a drama out of it. And also, I think it's going to speak to the younger generation much better this way, because it's fun, and it's tender, and it's passionate, and modern. So that's probably what they liked about it. That's that kind of freshness and lightness, but also with a very profound meaning, profound message. So I'm thinking that's why.
So at this phase, so you've been cutting your teeth in docu-fiction, short format for the longest time. I honestly believe that making a short film is much more difficult than making a feature. How long has this project been with you, and how are your previous projects sort of like, sometimes films speak to each other. Sometimes they have conversations. How is your filmography to date informing you about the choices you want to make with this feature?
This subject came to me because it's always very instinctive the way I approach each film. But it's always through a very personal point of view. And so this one, for me, the best way to talk about this subject, a very feminine subject, was to go through the lens of comedy, because It's a bit of an absurd situation. It's an upside-down world. You know, it's like a mother lying to her son, her 13-year-old son. It's kind of upside down. It sounded kind of absurd to me. Absurd in a way that can make you laugh, because it's like almost unbelievable, but it also can make you cry. So it's this kind of bittersweetness about the comedy that I liked and that I wanted to portray like this.
What's your cinephilia like? I had the chance to speak to, I'm going to screw up his name. He's being honored at the festival. He was at Cannes with Deserts.
Oui, c'est Fawzi Ben Saidi.
He told me about how he was first introduced to cinema. His father would buy him a ticket. He would see Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton so obviously we're a little bit younger than this filmmaker. How is seeing that you're from Morocco, how did you grow up with cinema, or was it even something that, did cinephilia come to you a little bit later?
Yeah, basically, I came to cinema quite late. Like I'm not that kind of filmmaker who's a really big cinephile, and I'm still I have a lot of film to catch up. And it's totally fine. I think I was really going to go into the political world actually at first. So I was studying political science in Montreal, and I was going to pursue a career in politics. But then I was like, wait a second. I mean, politics makes real bad cinema. It's really like always bad, really bad dramas. So I was like, I think on the contrary, cinema can make really good politics. And you can really get to the people's home, get to the people's mind and heart with these emotions of people on the screen. And I decided to change my career, and I started at Concordia University. I applied there. So that's how really and that's where I started to watch films at film aesthetics, and I started to get introduced to world cinema and national
the different
cinema,
waves, neorealism,
yeah. And I was totally fond of neorealism. Et puis après Iranian cinema.
Yes.
A lot. I like them a lot. But it came late.
Camel Driving School, I want to get a sense of how, when you're thinking of a larger canvas, do you have like certain, like, I do final draft from 9 to 12 a.m. every single morning? Are you somebody that sketches out ideas on paper? I'm thinking that this world is a very visual world, and there's a lot of reference points that are in your personal experience to some degree. So how does it look like on paper?
Well, first of all, I started with a very good workshop called the Groupe Ouest, a 9-month program, and you work with a group of other screenwriters that are developing their project. So that's where we kind of talked about the themes and imagined the characters and etc. etc. And from that, I wrote a treatment, and then it just evolved into another treatment and another treatment to a scene to scene. I started shaping things like that, and then I worked on a first version, second version, and also I also co-wrote the film with Emma Benestan, who's a French French filmmaker.
Yes, she has something in the works.
She just finished shooting her second feature.
Yes, I saw it on Instagram like 2 weeks ago, not even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we really got along. We have similar taste for this kind of film, of comedy.
Nice.
That's how it started. But when the project found its place in Morocco, it really started to get grounded here. And all the characters came to life more easily, and now we're really at the end of the writing process, and that's why the Atlas workshop are great, because we have a great launching platform, and we are so grateful, so happy to be here, to be able to meet the industry at this moment, at this particular moment, especially that the film is going to be shot in the region. So I came here also to write with Emma Benestan at some point. So it's always good to be back, and now I want to be back for the shooting.
Yes,
that's the goal.
So We'll end with that as best of luck with, again,
Yeah.
creating more connections here for the next couple of days, but also for that next juncture, which is,
The shoot.
yeah,
Hopefully next year at the same time.
knock on wood or knock on clay or something here. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Eric.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.